Hey folks, so today we had a special occasion. We had another Sony State of Play. But not just any State of Play where we got to see a bunch of trailers for random video games we already knew about, or games that were upcoming. We got a State of Play for just one game. That's right, just one. But it was a special one, folks. It was from the folks from Harry Potter, Wizarding World, J.K. Rowling, that whole niceness. And it was 20 minutes dedicated to Hogwarts Legacy. Now, this was a game that was given to us, announced to us a little bit a while ago. I think a year or so ago, what have you. And a lot of folks got excited. Myself, since it was just a little teaser trailer, I didn't think too much of it. I think I made the presumption that it was going to be some type of MMORPG, something online, where people could, join which house they want to of the four houses, become a student and learn and all that kind of jazz. Well, it looks like this was going to be a little bit different. This is actually going to be an action RPG. And it's really weird. It's set in the 1800s, so naturally this is before the events of the movies and the books, which I will admit, I read all the books way back in the day. It was something my kids were into. My wife got into it, and so naturally I ended up getting into it, so much into the point where I think the last 2 or 3 books, the day they came out in the stores, we had to buy multiple copies because nobody wanted to wait for the other person in the house to finish. We all wanted to read it right then, right there, and not be potentially spoiled for anything. And you want to talk about a house of readers at that time. We were just all in our corners of the house, reading the books, doing what we were supposed to. If we weren't working or doing what we needed to do, we were reading those books. And those books are amazing. I need to go back and read them because it's been a long time. Anyway, I digress. So this game is basically, based on that. But it's, like I said, it's not an MMORPG. This is going to be an action RPG where you become a student of Hogwarts in the late 1800s. And you join one of the houses. You get to customize your look. I guess it could be a wizard or a witch. And you start learning. And it looks like you start as a 5th year transfer student. So you're not, 10 or 11. I forget what age you're brought into Hogwarts. But you're going to be a little bit older. So you're going to be about 15, 16 years old. And it looks like you have some type of latent powers. You may be a special wizard or whatever. And you have to fight, creatures and other students, and there's evil lurking about. And the funny thing is that this thing looks absolutely massive. Looks like it's going to be open world. Looks like you're going to have Hogwarts Castle that's going to be multiple floors between the different dorms, the different rooms, the different magical rooms. Looks like you can go to Hogsmeade. I don't know if you can go to Diagon Alley or not, but it looks like you can go to a lot of different places. Looks like in the video it showed like you can go to Gringotts or what have you. So this world looks massive. Now, maybe it's just me. Because I will admit, I've been playing this game for quite a bit of time. The current game I'm playing, and this game, Hogwarts Legacy, just gave me the vibes of the game I'm playing, and that's Horizon Zero Dawn. I've put in about over 100 hours into this game, and the whole time I'm watching this State of Play, all I felt was the vibes of Horizon Zero Dawn. And so if you've had a chance to play that game, you might be able to relate. And it looks like a huge open world. Looks like wherever you go, you're going to have weather effects, just like Horizon Zero Dawn. You have rain, snow, what have you. You're able to travel by foot or you can travel by broomstick for faster travel. And I'm presuming as you get stronger, whatever, you will probably be able to teleport and fast travel wherever you need to. Looks like there's going to be, a main storyline. Looks like there's going to be tons of side quests. Looks like there's going to be puzzles. Looks like it's coming from Merlin himself when he was a student or whatever. But the thing that kind of really gave me that vibe was you got to see some creatures that you had to fight, and they had like a little red tinge to them. And I immediately looked at them and was like, well, those look like the corrupted creatures from Horizon Zero Dawn. And just as soon as I had that thought, the lady on the video said, yeah, you get to meet some battle some creatures, some of them corrupted by an evil force. you couldn't get any more cookie cutter there. So, like I said, I got some huge vibes there. But you know what? That's not a bad thing. In fact, considering I played so much of Horizon Zero Dawn, and eventually I will play Horizon Forbidden West, looks like this game just might be up my alley, and I might have to give it a shot there. So, but Hogwarts Legacy. It looks like something I would be interested in playing. It looks very interesting. I would like to know more of the storyline. Chances are we're going to hear more about it over the next few months. It's supposed to come out late of this year, 2022. It's supposed to come out, I think, last year sometime, but as with everything else, it got delayed. But anyway, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It looks like it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm glad it's not like a multi MMORPG. It's just not my kind of thing, and because I don't hate those kind of games, but it's just not my kind of thing to play. I prefer single player, just be able to play whenever I want to. I'm not relying on other people, other clans, or what have you. I'm sure there might be a multi player part. I'm hoping there's no microtransactions, and maybe if we're even lucky, we might get some DLC if the game has a lot more. I mean, the whole Wizarding world is large and expansive, so I have a feeling there's going to be some DLC down the line, or maybe this can lead down to the road for some more games down the road. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to it. Looks like pre-orders have popped up on a different retail sites. I saw it's going to be available for PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox Series X, and interestingly enough, it looks like it's going to be available on Nintendo Switch. Now, the real question for that is it going to be a cloud-based version, or is it going to be all placed on the cart? If they're able to get this to work on the Switch and it's all on the cart, you know what? They'll have my hats off to them. If it's going to be something that's going to be cloud-based or download only or something like that, I'll have to pass on the Nintendo Switch. But I'm really looking forward to getting it on my PS5 and playing it. I probably won't get it day one, depending on what they're offering. Maybe there'll be a collector's edition or something like that, and I might have to grab that. But it's definitely something that has my eye. So anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play. It was a good showing. It was a good tight 20 minutes. It was about 16 minutes of gameplay. They actually showed the gameplay. And then we got an extra few minutes of a few behind the scenes, what the developers want to show. It looks like it's developed in the Unreal Engine. I'm not sure if it's Unreal 4 or 5. The developers that were working on this is Avalanche. They've been around since the 90s. They've worked on a lot of games over the years. Looks like they got, they went through a bit of a hiatus for a couple years, but the folks at WB brought them back. So anyway, it looks like, it looks really good, and I'm excited. We have the new movies coming out. So far, they've been okay, but I am looking forward to the next one that's coming out in mid-April. My wife is excited. Chances are we're going to watch the first two movies again. And so, if you're a fan of Harry Potter, if you're a fan of that whole universe, this might be something you want to look at. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Post in the comments below. Are you excited for this? Does this look like something you want to play? Or do you want something more along the lines of the Lego Harry Potter series? Let me know. Post in the comments below. And if you like what I had to say, you can always hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 200 subscribers. I'm only a few away. We're almost there at that particular goal. Hopefully I can get that before the end of March. If not, I would like to get that in sometime in April. And after that, we would like to keep going, keep trudging on, and maybe by the end of this year hit 500. Anyway, that's it for me, and thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll talk to you guys next time.